Boom! What's up, everybody? I'm back. Do you remember me? The original ECW original, Bay Ragney. It's been a minute. It's been longer than a minute. It's been a month. That's right. Let me just apologize. I'm so sorry. I had everything down pat. Every 3 days, we were releasing new episodes like a machine. It was going great. And then real life happened. And for people that don't know, I had me and my other half, Coco. We had a home business, eBay reselling business that we were doing, and we were offered a position to take over a restaurant to be general managers of a restaurant, and we just couldn't turn it down. So we and me, her, etc., both been working 80 plus hours a week, and I just have not had the time to come on here and do a new episode. So I'm going to do another batch of episodes that'll carry me through the next couple weeks, and hopefully I can keep on top of it from here on out. And we'll be back to the 3 days, every 3 days, releasing a new episode. So the scary part is we're only going into episode number 7 in ECW TV history. So we're going to get right into it. But don't forget, as always, follow me on the world of social media. You can follow my official Chubby Dudley Facebook page. You can follow me on Instagram at The Bay Ragney Show. You can friend me on Facebook. I have my Chubby Dudley autograph cards available, which you can reach out to me to order. They're $15. That includes shipping. And let's get into it. There was something I was also going to say there, but I kind of forget what it was. But let's get into it, and let's see what this match is. So this is the kickoff to episode number, ECW TV episode number 7. I don't know what the match is. It's the beginning of the show, first match, opening promo, etc. Let's see what it is.
The Breedy College Fieldhouse in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania for another action-packed edition of Eastern Championship Wrestling. My name is Jay Sully. I'll be bringing you all the play-by-play action.
They're adjusting the sound.
With my co-host, the official color commentator for the ECW, Mr.
Sounds much better.
Stevie Wonderful.
That's right. It's wonderful to be here, Jay Sully, ECW Sports Channel. What a great combination.
Tonight, Stevie, we're going to take a look back at a match last week where the tag team titles changed.
Unbelievable. New tag team champions, Tony Stetson, Larry Winters. We're going to take a look at it.
Hot Stuff International will be with us.
That's the Dangerous Alliance, Jay Sully.
The ECW Heavyweight Champion, the Sandman, will be meeting the #1 contender, the Rockin' Rebel. And much to your dismay, Stevie, the ladies will not be at ringside.
I don't even know why I'm here then.
And that hot new tag team, the Suicide Blondes, will be facing off against those new tag team champions.
That's right, Jonathan Hubbard.
If you want to come out here and talk about people that are committing suicide, why is Todd Gordon killing his own promotion? I know he's in the back making sure that the part in his hair stays this wide. If Todd Gordon could come on down the aisle and come face to face with Paulie Dangerously, you know, the problem with you, Todd Gordon, is that you just don't listen. You just don't know who you're dealing with. You don't realize that if you deal with Paulie Dangerously, you got a problem with me?
No, I got a problem.
If you
I don't know what kind of promotion you're used to working for, but this is the ECW. You're not going to come in here and throw your weight around like you do.
I got to say right there. First off, you're not going to expect Todd to be standing up to Paulie Dangerously. I mean, in all reality. So it's kind of like, but by that statement right there by Todd is so important and so huge. It just put ECW over because everybody knows Paul is fresh out of WCW, the Dangerous Alliance, and all his other things he's done, NWA, etc. So he's had this really pretty amazing career in the wrestling business. And Todd just kind of shot that all down and put ECW over top of everything Paul has done.
Do wherever else you work for other promoters. It's not going to be that way. Do you understand that?
Oh,
Paulie
so
Danger?
you're not going to let me
No,
push you
I'm not
around?
going to let you push me around. That's
I'm
correct.
supposed to lead now or something?
That is exactly correct.
Did I get you upset, Mr. Gordon?
You are not going to come in here and...
Is there a problem?
Oh.
Huh? What's the matter? Why don't you make your move, huh? Why don't you make your move now? I don't see, you know what? You're not going to do anything because you're nothing because you're from Pennsylvania. In other words, the wrestling business needs a businessman like you, like a drowning man needs Ted Kennedy. You know what I'm saying?
That's the way it's going to be.
That's
okay?
the way it's going to be. Make your move.
You got over this time, Paulie Dangerously, but only this time.
Only this time. Oh, I think, Magnificent Muraco, you offended the commissioner. Well, I certainly hope so. I think he has a problem, Mr. Muraco. You know, as I travel around the world and I go through all these federations, it's the same stupid thing every time. I recognize how great you are. I realize that probably there is no man, not probably, certainly there is no manager that is peer to you that can even shine the shoes. Why don't these fools realize, Todd Gordon, pay attention, that I am the Magnificent Muraco, that I have gone from shore to shore, that I have defeated everybody who's ever come in my sight. Shut up, you goose. Stand there. I told you before, there's only room for one super boy in this town, and that's me. Because, see, I'm the man from Sunset Beach. I haven't been hanging around in those slum beaches of yours. I'm the man from the North Shore of Oahu. I'm the man who rides waves as big as they can, and I have beaten every bum I've ever stepped in the ring with. So with Mr. Paulie Dangerously, and Mr. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, and the Superfly Jimmy Snuka, and the Magnificent Muraco, Sandman, look around, find some guts, and put up the ECW championship, brother. Come here, earn your money. Tell them we're going to commercial.
Hot Stuff International, the Dangerous Alliance, who knows? Fans, stick around. We're just getting started. We'll be right back for some more Eastern Championship Wrestling. Fans, and before we...
Welcome back. But I just want to say, it's just Magnificent Muraco. It's just, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm sure, you know, people will comment and correct me if I'm wrong, but I could swear, didn't Muraco like have Albano or maybe the Grand Wizard or even Freddie Blassie? It was one of the three as his manager back in the heyday of, excuse me, WWF, where, you know, like in the prime of his feud with Snuka and all that. And it's like he didn't really need the manager because he can talk on the mic. So it's just an interesting thing that we saw right there.
We get started with
You who haven't figured it out by now, my name just happens to be Paul E. Dangerously. Right here on this very program,
I'm going to hit pause right away because I'm just looking instantly at the matchup, and it's Snuka and Eddie Gilbert, and they're taking on Max Thrasher, JT Smith. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, like, and I say this a lot when I watch these shows, is this going to be a squash match? Are they just going to squash? Like, what are they doing? Like, and no offense to Thrasher, but because during these TV episodes early on, he really wasn't in the mix, and he really wasn't in the mix much with before we even got the TV deal. So I just instantly know and think to myself, this isn't going to be good.
Two people that will not be taking any flights to Atlanta in the near future. Superfly, Jimmy Snuka, and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Talk, wrap it up.
From Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 261 pounds, Max Thrasher. From Philadelphia, 238 pounds, J.T. Smith.
Well, how about that, Stevie? Wonderful new tag team champions crowned here last week in the ECW.
Yeah. New tag team champions. Put in the ring. We got Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. We got the Superfly Jimmy Snuka. We got the Dangerous Alliance.
The Dangerous Alliance? I thought it was Hot Stuff International.
We got a match in the ring. Their opponents, J.T. Smith, Max Thrasher.
Quite a way to get this evening show off, Stevie. Should be a great matchup here.
We don't put anything on but great matches here in ECW.
Looks like we're going to have Jimmy Snuka leaving the ring now. Looks like Eddie Gilbert and Max Thrasher are going to be the first two to team up here. Hey. Nice clean break by Max Thrasher.
Max Thrasher, a veteran in here. But look who his adversary on the other side of the ring is right now.
Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert.
You got to watch Max Thrasher. There's something about this guy. He's just a little cagey.
Nice tag into J.T. Smith. J.T. right in the ring on top of Eddie Gilbert. Both already working over that left arm of Gilbert.
Now, J.T. Smith is just a hothead. He cannot control his temper. The man is just on the fringe.
Very quick tags.
In comes Max Thrasher. They continue to work over that left arm. You think they're working over that left
The
arm?
worst part is, I feel this is all they're going to get.
Early in the match?
Well, we'll just have to see how it plays out. But if you're working on an arm...
All right, it's way too much time showing Paul.
It's going to take more than the 45 seconds to a minute that they've worked on it at this point.
Eddie Gilbert trying to make that tag over to the super.
But I just want to say real quick, take note, very important. This is where, again, Paul, with his knowledge and experience, the hard camera's facing this way. If you noticed, other managers that were at ringside before Paul, they were like on the opposite sides of the ring. Paul knows to be at the side of the hard camera. Very important.
Way able to reach. Max Thrasher keeping Eddie over his corner. Nice tag to JT again. Off the middle rope with a knee to the shoulder area. That's got to hurt, Stevie.
Well, I don't know why the referee hasn't disqualified J.T. Smith and Max Thrasher already. This match should be over.
Well, why should there be a disqualification?
Get him off the ropes. Not allowed to come off the ropes like that, is he?
I think the Superfly Jimmy Snuka has come off the ropes a few times in his
Jimmy
career.
Snuka utilized
Looks so weak.
Oh, and JT and Max Thrasher didn't.
Let's see what Eddie's doing now.
Hey, works JT over to his corner. Big knife edge. And another.
And here we go.
A third. That'll wear JT down. Nice suplex by Eddie Gilbert on JT.
Very nice.
Smith.
Notice
Got
how
a quick
quick
cover.
the tide is turned.
Oh.
Trying to make the save. Eddie Gilbert quickly gets out of the way, and Max drops an elbow down on JT Smith.
Well, JT Smith should have seen it coming and moved out of the road.
Nice body slam. Now Eddie Gilbert's up on the second rope. How about that, Stevie? Oh, trying to fist drop and miss. A couple nice forearm smashes by JT Smith.
Oh, yeah, some double teaming here.
Move that away.
Oh, and again, Eddie Gilbert just too quick for this team of JT Smith and Max Thrasher.
Well, Smith and Thrasher were trying to double team Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert in the corner.
I wonder if they're
They got
setting
what
up
they deserve.
a match between those two.
Oh,
Yeah.
What was that? Max Thrasher, what was that? Max Thrasher just tripped up his own tag team partner, JT Smith. What's going on here, Stevie?
It looks like Thrasher has had enough of one JT Smith causing trouble in this
Thrasher
match.
leaving the ringside. Unbelievable. Jimmy Snuka on the top rope. There's the leap. Oh, that's got to do it, fans. 1, 2, 3. Incredible. Hot Stuff International, the Dangerous Alliance, Eddie Gilbert, Jimmy Snuka victorious over Max Thrasher. And JT Smith, Max Thrasher, nowhere to be found. All right, folks, we've got to get out of here, but stay tuned for some more Eastern Championship Wrestling.
You know, I've joked and kidded around about Eddie Gilbert a lot and messed around with him with these horses right here, like old Clyde over here. And what I am getting into is a very serious match with Eddie Gilbert. It's a Texas chain match massacre. Because falls don't count, there's no stopping because of blood. It continues on till there is a winner. But it's an unusual match because
He's
both
like so
men are put
calm
together by an
talking about
8-foot
it.
chain. And in order to win the match, you have to pull your opponent around to 4 corners in succession. It's the most brutal match in wrestling. I know that I wrestled Harley Race years ago and did 15% damage to one of his eyes. I know that Boris Malenko used to wrestle in chain matches quite often. And they were darn near barred all the way around the country. So this will be the first match that you hardcore fans have a chance to see that hadn't been seen in several years throughout the United States. Believe me, it's brutal and it's violent. And I'll tell you one thing, I've got a score to settle with Eddie, and I want to settle it. And I'd love to be the king of Philly.
So, I mean, that's like so hysterical because it's like this calm, soothing voice where I could end up killing him and stabbing him to death, but I love him. Yeah, it's, you know what I mean? It's just very, very funny. But what are you going to do? I don't know. I don't even know what to say because just the tone of his voice was just like so soothing and calming. But he's talking about, as he's saying, one of the most devastating, treacherous matches and has been barred across the country. Yeah, gotta love it. And I can't wait till we get into probably, I don't know if it's going to be the next episode or in 2 episodes of ECW TV, where we start actually then broadcasting from the ECW arena. So it's going to be fun to see. But anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in for this episode. Tune back in 3 days. I promise you, next episode will be up in 3 days. I'm back doing this. And go down below, drop a comment, ask your questions. Also, give me a thumbs up. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel. And even go the extra step and ring the bell and get all the notifications. This way you don't miss a beat. Thanks, everybody. We broke 250 subscribers. Let's go 260, 270, 280, 290, 300, 3 freaking thousand. Let's do it. Until next time, everybody. See ya on the extreme.